Merging education with philanthropy. That's what students at the Southern Indiana Career and Technical Center and the Public Education Foundation have been up to for the past several months. Take a look. This house is located just off Oak Hill Road, north of Morgan Avenue. It's been built primarily by the talented students in the Building Trades program at the Southern Indiana Career and Technical Center with support and financial assistance from the Public Education Foundation. About 200 students participated in this year's project, doing everything including the architectural design work, electrical, heating and air, concrete work, hardwood flooring, carpentry, brick, and siding. The plumbing and actual carpeting are the only projects the students didn't work on. This is the 24th house built from this unique partnership, and the house is officially up for sale. An open house is planned for this Sunday, May 22nd from noon until 2 p.m. Teacher Brent St. Clair says this opportunity is priceless for his students.
The opportunity to actually see, not only in the book, but on paper, to actually see how it all goes together, the financing of the project, because they have to sit back and estimate and see how much money goes into these projects. So it makes them take a little bit more pride into what they're doing because they're seeing the value of what they're doing.
St. Clair says about 70% of these students will go on to a field that deals with construction. Some are actually already in business for themselves. Again, this open house is this Sunday, May 22nd from noon to 2 p.m. at 2120 Longway Court in Evansville. And we have so much good news going on in the EVSC, we couldn't just choose one spotlight this week. So we also want to congratulate the 80 EVSC educators who are just completing or just beginning their 2 years in the Learning Leadership Cadre. 2 years ago, after the State Board of Education passed a new law creating more flexibility in teacher licensing, 37 educators, a mix of model teachers, leaders, and aspiring administrators, were selected to participate in EVSC's highly acclaimed Learning Leadership Cadre, or LLC. And last week, they graduated from the program. The LLC was formed as a partnership with Brown University, supported by the Indiana State Department of Education, to help educators expand their teaching practices and, for many, earn their administrative licensure in a non-traditional way. State Superintendent of Public Instruction Tony Bennett and Dr. Kenneth Wong, the chair of the Education Department at Brown University, made the trip to Evansville for the occasion, all praising the work of EVSC and these fine educators. The state administrator licensing exam is next month, which is when the LLC will begin its second cohort of educators.
The reason that I chose to do it this way is because it's inspiring that leaders like Dr. Wong and Dr. Bertram, when they put this plan on a napkin, would go after talent. And all along, sitting in a classroom, I felt like I had such a purpose and a drive and a passion, but I didn't know how to get there except through the hoops that you have to go through. And this was an exciting way to put my passion to work, to meet with and collaborate with wonderful, talented people.
This has actually been almost an internship for them. They first-time administrators, and by participating in the 2-year Learning Leadership Cadre, they have gained the knowledge and worked with Brown so that they've been working toward their administrative license.
After the first cohort received their certificates of completion, EVSC announced the names of 42 new teachers and aspiring administrators who will form cohort number 2. They begin their 2-year study in June. And that's going to do it for us today, this week on Education Matters. Thanks so much for joining us today. We'll see you next week right here on 14 WFIE. And here's a look at what's coming up in the EVSC this week. Have a great one.